Marriage. Marriage what brings us together today. What's up, guys? All right.
Hey.
So last time we left off, you guys had made your way out of the Temple of Tiamat. You had brought the celestial bronze to King Brennan, who was like, "Yep, give me some time. I got to make your bowl. Also, I would like my payment," which you gave him. You had also taken Zoxius and the body of Trevor's character to.
Visrar.
Yep, that's the
Visrar.
one.
Oh my god.
I just wanted to say
Terrible.
Trevor's character.
Yeah, I'm sure. Had nothing to do with me.
No, I've got his name up here. His body's still mine.
I don't like that.
You shouldn't. Over to the Temple of Morden, where you left Zoxius in the care of a healer, and finally gave Trevor's body a proper burial. You know,
Oh,
Visrar's
shit.
body. His other body's still like running around.
We didn't even get to say goodbye to Zoxius
Nope.
No, you didn't.
No,
before we zoomed out to the past.
We got-
or to the
we got-
present.
We were on our way to do that.
we were wished away.
Uh,
So he's gonna wake up very confused.
you,
Nah,
you have no idea.
I
Poor
think
guy.
I do.
That poor guy. He's gone through a lot.
Yeah.
In such a short time too.
We all have.
Most of the that evening you spent with character development of actually talking to each other and learning about each other. Some of you learned about the other a lot more intimately than the rest. You know, who's on first, what's on 7, I don't know. Third base, that's what we got. And then the next morning you did pick up your bronze bowl, but as you were heading back towards the Temple of Moradin to check up on Zoxius, a enormous blue sphere engulfed all of your party, and the next thing you knew, you were standing in Bill's bar, which for at least 3 of you, you've been here before. 2 of you, when it looks the same way it does now. 1 of you back in its heyday of just being Kellendes. That you likewise, in case you weren't picking up what I'm putting down. 2 of you have not been here at all, as this did not exist in your timeline. But Bill is not alone. Sitting at the bar is someone that 2 of you have met before, and unfortunately not on the best of terms. As he looked over, Necroff welcomed you greatly into Bill's bar, and that is where we begin. So, you have appeared here, and I'm going to re-put in a picture of Necroff in case anybody's kind of forgotten what he looks like or needs to...
I don't want to
like-
know what he looks like.
You better.
He's an ugly bastard in my mind, and that's all I need to know.
I'm
mean,
gonna look like a boomer
that's
for
quite
2 seconds.
fair.
Huh?
I'm gonna look like a boomer for 2 seconds while I pull this up.
But just in case anybody needed kind of a re-up without having to scroll all the way up to the top, since we've had a lot of references going on in there.
What if he's hot?
I mean, he probably not. I mean, maybe a little bit in the literal sense. He is what he
I'd
is.
pass. I wouldn't
More
smash.
like Nathought.
Maybe to me, as a fire lady who has dabbled in necromancy, like probably a little hotter to me than I'm comfortable
I mean,
Not
closing.
in front of
I
your
don't know
husband.
what-
How dare you?
Immediately starts fanning herself. She walks in.
So,
I like vaporize my friend. You're way hotter now than you used to be. Oh God, he's ugly.
This guy looks like
He-
somebody would call him a fuckface.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
time has not been kind to him.
oh, fuckface.
At least he's got some cake.
What?
He does have a fat ass. Thank you for pointing that out. Likewise.
I wasn't sure if I heard him right. Yeah,
No, I
you
heard
Say
him.
what?
I wasn't sure what he meant, but we're running with it.
I was
I
very
mean, I
confused.
imagined that he was like sitting on a bar stool at the bar, so we definitely see that ass.
He's like, that's cake. Yeah, cake.
All right. So,
Dummy food.
what do you do? I am going to actually have all of you roll initiative
Oh.
because this is
Okay.
a situation where I feel I want in turn. Some of you may not do anything, especially because you don't know
Sure.
who he is.
Yeah, I
Some
don't
of
know
you
who
may
the fuck
want to
this
do
guy is.
something separate that has nothing to do with this because you've now been whisked away several, years is the light way to put it, out of
Right.
time. So we'll go ahead and have everyone roll initiative here. Tom, would you like me to do your rolls or would you like to roll a die?
I'll have you do my rolls if that's okay.
That is perfectly acceptable.
Thanks, sir.
And it is very fitting that I use Vecna dice, and he gave you a natural 20.
Damn.
Ooh, what?
Nice.
Wow.
Quick boy.
So
Yeah.
he has a +8 to his initiative.
What
Good
the
lord.
fuck?
He's a Harrigan
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a
Does he
dex-based
have the
character.
alert fee?
No,
That's just Harrigan.
I mean, as my
What?
fighter, I get a +8.
It's
as
a
well.
yeah. It's like quick foot or something.
Yeah, certain classes will boost your dex for initiative. It'll
So
add your ability modifier.
first and foremost, likewise, is there anything you would do in this situation?
I look around. Is this Bill? This is Bill's Tavern. It looks like Bill's Tavern.
Yep, Bill is there. Bill's behind the bar.
Bill, is that you?
Woo.
Hello, little Lakinda.
You remember me? What's going on?
Not much. I see you've joined this troop. I assume Mintok has something to do with it.
Oh yeah, Mintalk absolutely has something to do with it. We're all here to help save the world, save everybody. Who's that?
Someone that unfortunately is an acquaintance of these other people of yours. I do notice we are missing some.
Hmm. I wonder why.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, not a perfect attendance, but is Bill like in danger? Does he look like he's being endangered?
Bill looks perfectly comfortable. The Croft has also made no motion to do anything. He is holding a glass of what looks to be wine and has made no move to get up.
Well, I look over at the rest of the party. I don't know what to make of this. Is anybody know what's going on? And I pass initiative.
Okay, so next is Lycos.
Well, after going through this portal, I'm just going to be like sort of, looking left, looking right, looking at Necroft, looking at Bill, looking at the ceiling.
Yeah.
What
Bill, by the way, for you, don't forget, is a goblin that is a medium creature and a taller one at that. Like, Bill is a big ass goblin.
So something like that I've never seen before.
No, most goblins that you know are small, or even if they're medium, they're lower medium.
Yeah.
He's a big dude for being a goblin.
What happened? Where are we? What's going on? Where's Oxius?
Hold on. Tom, I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll your perception.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm letting you know what I'm doing.
Tom,
You amazing.
All right, carry on.
I'm rolling your death saves.
You
I just
got
wanted
a
to let you
12,
know.
so you're good. So Bill looks at you, Lycos.
Yeah.
And do you have a preferred? You don't. You just have a language of general. And he speaks to you. Small shifter Lycos, far from home. Seems you were drawn into this as well.
How do you know my name? Who are you? What's going on here?
My name is Bill, and this is my tavern. And
You know these people?
Two of them by sight. Let's see, I was the one that helped assist them get back to your time.
Oh, so that they were for real about the traveling through time. Oh my god. What the
If you don't believe them, if you head outside of my bar and outside the city gates, there is an enormous flying ship that has been docked there for about a week now. That would be very interesting for you to see.
in the middle of this, he is just gonna like bolt to the door, like slam it open and look outside, like start looking around.
So looking outside, you don't see the ship because it is further
Oh.
outside of the city, but you do see an enormous city, and to the north, you see the giant gold castle of Kelendez.
Whoa. Where the hell am I? Yeah.
So Cassius, it is your initiative roll.
All right. I will start with putting like his hand over Francesco's, like being like, "No, stay your hand."
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Let's not do this. Okay. So we're here
Why
now
do I
again.
Don't do this.
Don't be so brash, please. I saw some of your magic looking at Nekrov. Saw it in a dagger with the same chains that you had on Zach.
Croft kind of thinks for a moment. I feel you should be more specific.
For the dagger's name, I didn't note that. DM, can you help me?
You actually never asked the dagger's name.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's see. There's a blue gemstone in Tiamat's temple. It was embedded in it, like a soul knife or something. It was.
Roll perception.
Boy. Nat 20.
Damn.
Nice, because it is a high DC.
Ooh.
It's a 23
That's my
total.
husband.
You do see almost like a twinkle in his right eye, and the very slightest curl on that same smile of a lip. I think I know what you mean. It is a very old spell that can contract those chains. I guess now I know where you went. I have been patiently waiting here for your arrival.
Mhm. Yes, yeah, I'm sure you have. So you know of this dagger. Does your power reach that far?
My knowledge reaches far. My power only so much next to my lord.
Oh, you have a lord.
Don't we all?
Not all of us, no.
You work for Bill. You've worked with Mintok. You're now working to help the world from this plague. Can you really tell me you serve no one? Or are you really truly doing this for yourself?
So I'm doing it for my family.
Then are they not who you serve in this?
I don't serve my family.
Then you're not doing it well enough.
Oh. Didn't realize you had to be subservient to your family. Okay. Chemo, don't trust this guy. He's the one who killed our friend. Enlai.
To be fair, he started it, and I certainly gave you more than one chance.
He slipped.
Now, neither of us really believe that.
I don't know.
Next up is Francesca.
I want to kill this bastard so bad.
Certainly try.
Yeah. You saw how well it went last
So-
time.
What are you doing during this conversation that Cassius is having? Because this is kind of where the 6 seconds is going into play.
So her immediate reaction upon seeing him, hearing his voice, it's very primal, very instinctual. She grabs for Cass's hand at the same exact time, knowing that he's going to say, don't do anything, don't be brash. Grips his hand really fucking tight. It's going to hurt really bad. And the flames in the back of her hair start to creep up the back. The flames are now up to about the crown of her head, and they're very angry. And her shadow starts to elongate just a little bit on the floor. And there's these like wisping shadows around her shoulders. But that's as far as it gets for the moment. And she is like crushing Cass's hand while she listens. And while she's listening to them talk about Malik's death, she says she's looking at Nekroff, but she pulls out a piece of parchment from her bag and she uses the last magical tinkering ability that she has to create, it says, a static visual effect including up to 25 words of text. On the piece of parchment, she will make appear her memory of Nekroff murdering, dissolving Malik. Just the visual without sound, but the text along the bottom will be the words that were spoken, like captions with the sound off. And she hands it to, she just kind of sticks her hand out, like to Likewise or to Chemo, whoever's closest by, and she'll say, just to be clear, this is what we were talking about. This,
That would be Likewise.
sure. This bastard killed our friend. Not just killed him, destroyed him.
No.
And
Sure.
Sorry. I'm sorry. just this little likewise. No.
Oh no.
Oh,
hell no.
Tom, you have to play likewise now as like a 40-year-old black woman at church. Same voice. Use the same voice. But that's the
Oh,
attitude
no.
likewise has got to have.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no. Don't touch my little Bessie.
I'm going to get holy kegel. Mm.
Baby girl, no, that's not what he did.
All
Thanks
right.
for ruining the moment, Blake.
I'm sorry. It was Tom.
That's fine. That's fine.
That just that quiet. No, I couldn't. I could not do it. Oh,
For this the guy that did it?
Yeah, this is the guy. And she, still crushing Cass's hand, refocuses on Nekrov, and she's like, our paths crossed early, and you said that we would likely see you again. But what could you have to do with any of this? What, in fact, and then she looks at Bill, and she's like, why are you associating with him? I thought we could maybe not try, not, want to kill you.
Nekrov doesn't say anything but keeps that smile, which now is a grin on his own. Bill, however, looks at you and says, I am a neutral party. Always have and always will be. But you are all needed for what comes next. And he has a bargain that may be to your liking, which is why he's allowed in this room. And
What
if
could he
you,
possibly offer us?
Chemo, it is your turn in initiative.
Chemo, upon hearing Cass say this guy's the guy not to be trusted, he's the one that murdered their friend, he's gonna kind of take a deep breath, and on that deep breath, that sickness from the big travel's gonna hit, and he is going to almost in part with with Lycos be sprinting out the door, but not to look up, but to look down so he can fucking puke his brains out.
Whoa.
That's fair.
Yeah, so
Projectile vomit into Nekrov's face, please.
I thought about it, but I don't want to go 2 for 2. And
Why not?
I really did. I've been contemplating it, but so yeah, he's gonna be puking his brains out. Right outside Bill's, stumbling, tripping, kicking shit over on the way, because where they're standing at, there's not a clear line to get out the door. So he's his knee catches a table and just flips it because he's a big fuck, and it's just
There's just this goblin sigh from behind the whole thing.
They're there.
touch me up.
Yeah, Likos is trying to reach up to pat you, but he's only getting the small of your back.
It's starting to splatter on him.
Oh, no.
This city's amazing.
Okay.
I get the intense urge to eat it off the ground.
I'm gonna drag my ass through it.
You guys go through a swamp. Likos just starts gets on the ground, puts his 2 back feet in the air, and just starts dragging his ass. Oh, he got diseases. Someone hit him with dewormer. Okay. So I'm gonna say that round is over, and now we can go back to standard play. But I wanted everyone to take a moment because I know this is a big thing happening. So at Bill's words, Nekrov reaches into his robe and pulls out this small green orb. It's about a little bit bigger than a golf ball. And it glows with almost this golden light around it. And you can even see that as he's holding it, his fingers are slowly singeing around the edges. This is what I have to trade. Something near and dear to... And as he looks, he starts counting all of you. Well, 2 of your hearts. And as he tosses it into the air, it floats a little bit above the bar, and all of you see Malik's face above it.
Hmm.
And he looks almost peaceful. Like no pain, no anything, but it's that moment right when he was right before like the snap, if we want to give it a name. And then Akraf just goes and picks it back up and puts it back in his rope. I told you all once, if not twice now. I want this plague gone just as much as the rest of you. And you will need my assistance, and I will need yours. And once this is done, I will give you at least something that you can consider it worth dealing with me. And then he like looks over at the door. Are you okay, Chemo? I'm sure
Necklace with it?
travel is. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
I'm sure travel is difficult that way.
He's just kind of like, he's got the string on it. He's got the string. He's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, watch out!
Like a sticky
I
hand.
would clean it up for you, but under Bill's wishes, there is an anti-magic barrier here at the bar. Part of
Is
the
this the bar? He points at the ground.
yeah, it stretches to the outside of the bar, like not on the ground, but on the outside, like deck. It was a part of the agreement that I could come in here, and I accepted.
That's in character.
What did you say?
I burped really loud. I don't know if the
Oh,
mic
fair
heard
enough.
it, and I was like, that's in
It
character.
did. Yeah,
I heard a
I'll
little
take
bit.
it.
Discord filtered it out.
It was
Good
faint.
thought.
I heard it.
So I wouldn't have been able to do my magical tinkering to show up. Likewise in chemo.
You should like
No.
those.
Right?
No magic.
Oh,
Magic can be activated here. Magic that already exists does exist, so magical items are not removed, but no magic can activate.
I'll start trying to help Chemo the best I can, even though I'm not that big. Back to the
No, but you are strong.
It's true.
yeah. So I'll try to kind of throw an arm around him as best I can, like maybe halfway, and like start to lead him back to the bar.
I'm looking like a jack lifting a car.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Likewise,
No problem.
myself this morning.
You're not both. We just can't keep it in.
Hold the finger up. If I had power with death, and there was magic allowed, we would be having a very different conversation right now. The fuck are
Yeah.
you?
So
he like almost grins again because again, this is you have no knowledge of what happened before, but he's like, why would you be using necromantic magic anyway? Aren't you a saloon cleric?
Like covers his necklace against who
And like your necklace, but your shield's
Yeah.
just like right
Yeah.
there.
yeah.
He just like the shield's standing right here, but he's just like,
Let's bring a t-shirt that says I heart saloon.
yeah.
Hi, my
His
name
Twitter
is Saloon
tag.
Worshiper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saloon's moon.
Yeah. Are you Saloon Simp 39420? Is that your user tag? No. Fucking incognito mode.
I knew I should have got the VPN. Damn it.
Yeah.
So tonight's stream is brought to you by NordVPN.
Ugh.
Perfect.
Damn
By the
it.
way, NordVPN, if you're ever watching this, we will take the money, Lebowski.
Yeah.
You're one of our 9 viewers.
Yeah.
We'll take the sponsorship.
Yeah. So yeah.
What
It's just
kind
like-
of
No, go
Okay.
ahead. Likewise, I'm sorry.
I was like, and what kind of reward would you even be able to offer, Necroft?
The soul of their dear friend, which almost passed into the astral plane. I
I
had to
look over.
save it at the last moment.
And what do we have to do to get that?
And why would we want it?
So that he can pass on to a better place, I assume? Or perhaps even possibly bring him back?
I look over at Francesca like,
Just that little rabbit.
Yeah.
Are you yawning? What is happening?
Like that's likewise his O face.
bring him back.
Oh
You.
Why am I like the party necromancer and I'm not a necromancer?
Well,
Well, actually.
well, I mean,
No.
clerics can technically manipulate life and death, so.
I mean, look.
I suck at the moon's
had a-
tits. What the fuck are you talking about?
All this to say, what are we supposed to do?
What?
The final artifact that you need to finish the spell is in a temple that you cannot access without me, but I cannot touch it. So therefore we must work together. But in doing so, I will give you back his soul, and I will go on my way and allow you to remove this plague from all of us. Yes, Austin.
I'm gonna like interrupt him. How the fuck do you know what we're looking for?
I mean,
Good
it's not.
question.
That's fair.
We actually went to
Insight check.
He looks at you. Why, I've been talking to Bill. I was going to use this soul as a bargaining for something different, and he informed me of this little escapade of yours.
Yeah. Oh, get to work with the murderer of my friend. Very cool.
To be fair, as we all recall that were there, I said don't do anything. Someone shot me, and I still said don't do anything.
You did
You
deserve
had
to
a
be
warning.
shot. I just want that spoken.
Fair. I will not admit that I know what I do. But that does not change that you had fair warning more than once, and he acted on his own. Otherwise, I would have just removed all of you and moved on.
So, what are these chains? How's Zach doing? Speaking of chains.
Zach is doing quite well.
I don't believe you. Insight.
Roll it.
His deception has to be super high.
Oh, that's a nat one. I totally believe him.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a total
Well-
of 4.
Yeah, but again, nat 1 only matters on attacks. You have a 4. If he rolls a nat 1 and his deception is lower or his persuasion is lower, then it still doesn't matter. Let me pull up his stat sheet.
he's trying to. Cass is trying to gain insight, but he's like, "Damn, those boobies were really nice, Les." Just a random
Awesome.
memory. He's like, oh.
I mean, yeah,
Cass
he's
is
also, in front of the guy that killed his friend. There's a lot going on in his head right now. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. I don't
His
even know.
persuasion and his deception are both the same pluses. So I'm not going to tell you which I roll, but that I do. You believe what he says, or at least
Yeah.
you believe that he has the intent he said he had.
Okay.
Whether or not you believe him forthwith, you do believe his intent is there.
And what do you even want with a shopkeeper like Zach anyway? He's a perfectly innocent man.
You don't know what he is. You've known him for, what, an hour or so? He sold you trinkets. His part to play is much greater than any of ours.
He had something inside him.
He did indeed.
As I recall. Would it be the one you serve?
Something very important to my master.
Aye.
But did you retrieve everything you needed where you came from?
Yes. Kind of.
I'm not sure I follow.
I was missing. We're missing something. So.
I knew I should not be wasting my time with children.
Hey, fuck you,
And
guy.
he stands up like he's ready to
I'm
leave.
being completely honest.
You
Bill,
still vaporized one, so.
we didn't retrieve everything. We had 2.
Bill looks at you. Which are you missing?
I believe Mintok mentioned he would catch the breath. The last we spoke.
Ah,
Oh, the one who started the plague, I think.
Mm-hmm.
then luckily for all of us, you may still be able to get it. And 100% like he was waiting for a fucking cue. Because he's that much of a dick. A door opens in the side of the wall, and Mintok walks out covered in mud.
What the hell?
Mentor,
Hey, little buddy.
no.
Hey, can you clean this for... No? Oh, that's not fun. Fuck it. Alright, looks around. God.
Yeah, I ain't happy about it
Likewise.
either.
Yes, sir.
Why is he and he here?
Why are you? Did you get what you needed?
That's not the question I asked.
I don't know, sir. We just swirled around and arrived. I thought you were the one who did it.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, they're here now. So yeah, I got what you needed. Like he goes and pulls out that bottle and now you see within it just this swirling like purple like almost air. And he goes, "All right, which one of you wants it?"
I'll take that.
Sure thing. Here you go. It's a lot easier than I thought. There was like a hole that I had to dig through because it wasn't as big enough for me, but it was just real easy to get in there once it was there. All right. Did you get everything else that you needed? Where's the black one? And no, that's not racist. He was a drought.
No. Yes, we got everything.
drought friend.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, yes, we got everything. He perished, and also I might have left something else behind, just to let you know. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. And
Like his eye is like twitching. And he pulls out his book and just starts folding it open until it's like enormous and just starts flipping through pages. And it's like, oh my god.
yeah.
Wow, what's
You
going
might
on?
see a dwarf in there.
What's going?
What
All
is
right, let me let's go ahead and take care of this. Two people that shouldn't be here, that were supposed to, have a life and do things in their timeline, have now been ripped out. So those entire timelines and all timelines from that have been erased. So that's fun. Got to
I ain't
figure that
doing-
one out.
I ain't doing shit next week. We good.
Oh, good. I'll keep that in mind. And then let's see. Oh,
Who's running your tavern?
there's a
Oh.
god whose lawful stuff, whose like entire thing changed. So that's neat.
What?
Yeah, apparently there's a god that was very, radiant and good, who now is very necromantic and bad, probably because he looked at people that liked him and did stuff. Gonna figure that one out in a minute. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, someone who was supposed to continue to do stuff at this point in time is dead. What happened to the body?
It was cremated.
Okay,
Mm,
you did
well-
one thing fucking right. And yeah, now there's this new siege weapon that the dwarves fucking had and almost wiped out all of the elves. Thank God Dar exists still.
Wait. We're back in the future, right?
Yes.
What happened?
You went 88 miles an hour, my friend.
What? what happened to Zoxius? We were on our way to see him, and all of a sudden, we're here.
I guess your 7 days were up. And he looks over at Bill, and I assume you have something to do with all of this nonsense. Zoxius. What the fuck is Zoxius? He starts flipping through. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's in the back with the X.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mintalk, would you
And he
like
just
to-
shuts the book. All right, well, that's enough of that. So
We don't
what's
know.
the game
or-
plan, kids?
Alright.
He looks at you. He looks at you, Chemo, and you likewise. You kids ready to go home?
I ain't doing shit.
What?
Home. E.T. Phone home.
Fuck is ET?
It's actually
Oh.
home phone, believe
No.
it or not.
No. I can't go back home. No, absolutely not.
You got to go back home.
No,
You're not-
I cannot go back home.
I don't understand the question, and there's not a question being asked. Why can't we go back home?
I don't want to talk about it. I can't go back home. No. Absolutely not.
Something about his dad.
Shut up, likewise.
He's got
No,
okay.
no.
He's got daddy issues. I get it. My dad turns into a giant gold dragon. It's weird.
Whoa.
But he's my stepdad. It's a long story. But you are not supposed to be here.
So,
Don't we have like bigger problems to be worried about right now?
No, you have bigger problems. I have this specific problem.
Can't you worry about something else or help us figure
You-
out this bigger problem?
I believe also there was something I forgot to tell you because you were being a prick to me when we met. We went to the Temple of Ilmater to retrieve a tablet for Bill.
Mhm.
Chemo starts to wander towards the door.
I'm sorry.
Just a little bit again.
Just feels
Is
like
that-
that.
I'm like whispering to Chemo, like, do we really have to go back home? What's going on?
I don't fucking know. I'm not doing anything anyway. I mean, we could at least look at the site. Says there's a floating ship.
Yeah, let's go see that.
Oh, look at that. They are not going to believe that in the past. I can't wait to take that information with me, huh?
I feel like as a tavern owner, like Chemo is acutely judging Bill's tavern right now. He's like, look at these floors. These are shitty ass floors. Look at that bar.
I didn't even want to
The
puke
shape
on them.
of it is all wrong.
It's a bar. You're supposed to puke in the bar.
Mintok is having an aneurysm.
Oh, put that
Fine.
down in your fucking book.
You can keep them. But but they're on the rest of you. I'm washing my hands with the whole thing. I've got to go still deal with the war going on if everybody else is cool and figure out why a god changed, his alignment on me. Because someone's going to ask questions and I do not have an answer. Also, why is there a
about that.
necromancer in the bar? And then
Because
Bill's just like, he has to be here. Cool, not my fucking problem. Have fun, figure it out. Likewise, let's go.
Nentalk, could
Oh.
you what was that god you were talking about?
Celestian. Apparently, he changed his entire alignment because a believer in him started doing shit. I don't know. I'm gonna go figure out. It's gonna be weird. But
oh,
that's a thing. Likewise, we gotta go work.
Kimo does a very long, hard, cracking neck turn to look at Francesca. Really?
Well.
This is the consequences of your own actions. Francesca with like big panic, oh fuck eyes. She's gonna grab her amulet really quick, and she's gonna do either Arcana or Religion, whichever would
Definitely be
I assume
religion.
Kimo
Yeah.
sees her reach for her amulet. He's like, "Don't you fucking bring that shit here." I know what you're fucking doing.
33.
Nat 20.
33.
Nat 20.
You remember very vividly all that you know about Celestian, but you now also remember a separate history of him where
That I
he
never knew
started.
before?
I mean, you knew it before when it was his standard history, but now there's a
Uh-huh.
second history and you're remembering both because you've lived both. Because don't forget, the thing that sends you guys back into the past and here is the only thing that can change stuff. So you guys are remembering both things right now. Over time, you will lose the old memory and it gets replaced. But at this point, you remember both. And the new history is Celestian started removing galaxies and turning them into stones and then using the souls that were in them because as far as he knew, that's what he was doing. And that's how he ascended to godhood. Until, let's see, if I remember right, until Saloon, Coralon, and at that time, Mistra,
Shut up, Mike.
came together and pretty much banished him off to the astral plane until he can be a better boy. So his sect on this earth, his sect on this plane now is no longer a big church. It's more like a cult.
So what am I religiously feeling right now? Like nothing or bad?
Probably drinking the Kool-Aid bad.
I mean, at this,
am I
at
feeling
this
like
point, at the moment, you feel like you could probably use necromancy spells and get away with it.
You know.
But there's a lot there because you still remember the original Celestian, and then you now remember this new one of this cult you now worship. So
yeah,
it's a thing.
This is oh fuck. Oh
Yep.
fuck. Oh god, I think I'm gonna be sick too. Oh god. And she lets go of Cass's hand and she starts going for the door.
Cool. Likewise, we are burning daylight. Let's go.
Oh, real quick, Mentalk.
What's up,
I
buddy?
don't know. I don't know if I should leave.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like you told me. There's people that needed help, and we all still need to help each other. I don't think we're finished. And I looked over at everybody. It's like we still got a job to do.
Also beer. That's cool.
You really want to take the bunny with you? I mean, he was drawing dicks in your book left and right.
That's true.
He wouldn't do that. Would you do that?
Page 83.
Not chemo, the apple of your eye. Never.
Right.
I mean,
Do you really want to go with them likewise?
Mid-talk, it's like I told you. I gotta prove myself, show my family proud, and see this through.
You know
And-
what? I've been waiting for you to say something like that, kid. You're doing great. All right. He's your problem now. I'm gonna go.
It's like Community.
Yeah.
Me?
I'm
he
your
goes-
problem now, guys. Wait,
and
what? Now? What?
he opens the door to the side of the wall that Bill's bar was, and it's just a wall.
Hey,
Fuck.
yeah. Hey, before you go, so we don't make any more mistakes, you got a diamond on you?
A diamond? You want a diamond?
Yeah, in case someone else, might make a mistake and they die.
If y'all die here, then it's your destiny to die here. This is
Oh,
not
fair.
changing history. You are writing history. But you know
Um,
what? Yeah, sure. He literally pulls out a hand of diamonds, tosses you one, and puts them back in. You got a diamond.
Do we have two
Thanks.
diamonds?
No. No, you may not.
Just got a couple of them. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
No.
Francesca
These are
stands
mine.
up from throwing them, and she's like, "Wait." And can she have like a sudden some kind of intelligence check to like real quick think about whether she can try to convert the chromatic orb or the black opal in her pocket into a diamond?
Well, you can't do any magic right now.
Well, no, but like whether the idea in her head would work, whether she can try to do that later or not.
You can. Yeah, you can roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. 8. She goes back
Yeah.
to puking.
Transmutation requires the value to be the same for most transmutations, unless you're doing like simple element to element.
Well, the black
So, like-
opal I have is worth 1,000 gold.
Yeah. So in theory, yes, you could turn a black opal into 1,000 gold diamond.
That's what we need for Revivify, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I have it. I mean, I totally Don't go to my page.
Yeah. So I was like, cool. I'm gonna go use the front door apparently because that's what my life is now. And like
This is the peak
slowly
door,
like
though, so-
slightly pushes Francesca like to the side as he has to like jump over like the two things of puke now. Oh. I think at this point I would rather be fighting dragons again. And he draws a door in the ground and jumps down in it and is gone.
Bye.
He
That guy was
nice
weird.
At first. He was nice to me at first. You believe that?
Wow.
All right.
We're in this for the long haul, guys.
Okay, okay. This is bad. This is bad. This is really, 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 really bad.
Yeah, the
What do
nose.
we
You gotta
do?
wipe the nose, please.
Is it bad?
Oh my god.
That was
Oh,
really
it's so
bad. It was gross. You could see
Oh.
both nostrils.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Francesca, focus.
oh, this is bad.
It's not-
This is bad. I fucked up. I fucked up real bad.
Yeah. So
Oh my god, there's too much to be dealing with right now.
Hakuna Matata.
Sounds
Across
like
from the bar. What a wonderful phrase.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's more to do.
Yeah.
So, is the creepy guy you gonna lead the way, or what are we doing? What was your name, by the way?
Necroth. Is what you
Necroth.
may call me.
Well, I'm Lycos, and I guess we're working together. So,
Great. Oh, but yeah. My God.
You ain't got it anymore. Remember?
I don't. Yeah.
You left it about a couple blocks in the past.
How do we even know that this can even
What do you?
all be
What?
fixed now?
I mean,
Sounds
the plague can definitely be fixed.
What?
That's the whole point of me being here.
What temple are you wanting in, or structure?
It's not a temple, or at least it's not anymore.
Well,
It is a old catacomb that was once used by a very powerful mage who is, luckily for all of us, no longer of this world in any form.
Well, you look like a dude that likes to fuck dead bodies, so why don't you go down there and get it yourself?
As I explained, I cannot touch it.
What?
They told him he couldn't go within 50 feet of a catacomb.
Oh my god. I had a cousin like that. He couldn't go near school. Oh, that sucks, man. I understand.
Yeah.
Two sides to every story, right?
Yeah.
for Malik,
You can't go into a catacomb because of the implications.
the implication, Charlie.
Mhm.
If I have to walk into some place for my friend's soul, I'd really like to know whose it was before I walk into a death trap.
I don't feel it's very fair to give all my information out in the front.
Oh,
We've got time. It's a little distance away. Let's
do
go
we
see
know-
this flying ship.
How do we know this ain't something that you suddenly need to bring a couple sacrifices to and bingo, bango, bongo, you got your shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very well. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a piece of parchment and just starts writing on it. Bill, will you sign this?
Is he a notary?
Bill looks over, reads it, signs on a line, and then Necroff rolls it up and hands it to Chemo. Here, read this.
But you have to roll
And
it up
it's-
because
Yes, he
Mhm.
He also took 5 minutes to wax seal it.
Yeah.
Bro.
and it says that I, Necroff, blood oath that no harm from me will come to any of you here, and that his only goal is to get rid of this plague. And should
Hmm.
any harm by him happen to any of you purposefully, his soul is considered forfeit.
go ahead and add a little.
Information.
Yeah, the subtext in that she also not sacrificing us to a greater power. I want that
He
close.
shrugs and then takes it back and writes in, and he is not sacrificing any of you.
P.S.
PSS. I want to smooth.
That's a good call, Chemo.
it.
What do y'all think? I mean, it's his word.
And
I don't even know who the
I don't
fuck are
know.
you. And he points at Bill.
And-
What makes you big? I'm big. Whoop de fucking do. We ain't great. What do I trust?
Certainly
this
the biggest goblin I've ever seen.
for? He's a thick boy. Talking about cake.
Got the cakes.
Oh, and a dump truck behind that bar, am I right? Likewise.
All of it. Quite the wagon.
Got that dumpy over here.
I'm sorry, I can't
Got
give you
all
my
that
drinks because my
bass.
big fat dumpy's in the way.
Oh no.
Signs it with his dumpy.
Dumpy.
Signs it, Necroff Dumpy.
Yeah.
So your name is Necroth? Like a lisp?
With the F's.
With the F.
Necroff.
The one F or two?
Two.
Let's try me. Does it say that on the paper or does it say Necroth?
No, it says Necroff with two F's.
Did he spell his own name correctly?
Hey, there's a loophole. Some
Oh, yeah.
some poor dickhead named Necroth somewhere is gonna get fucked.
He lives in
Alright.
Canada. He gets the mistake all the time.
Do you include the part about you giving their friend's soul back?
I did.
Did he?
I didn't.
No, he did.
Oh, I didn't
It's
hear
in
you
there.
say that. Okay, cool. All right. You know what? Fuck it. They wouldn't be proud of me. He kind of like pricks his own finger with one of his nails and just kind of scrabbles his name through. Not great. You don't learn cursive in the woods. Chemo, the backwards K.
Okay, well,
No work.
shall we get going?
Do we need to sign it all?
But he's full of shit. You just want to let me be the only one on the chain. That's fine.
Well, not that I can even remotely believe that, but I forgot. Likewise, I meant to give you one of my infusions, something that can help your bow and arrow.
Oh,
If you'd like me to do that now, I can do that now. And Lycos, I have something for you as well.
Didn't
Oh.
you only have like, was it 2 per day?
I can do 3.
You can do
Per day.
3 in total.
Okay.
you do that?
Yes, I'll do it. Anything that I can do to improve our chances of dealing with that rat bastard, I'll do it.
If you can only have 3 total, don't worry about mine.
No, yours is not an infusion. Yours is the ceremony spell.
You married to him
gotcha.
too?
No, it's a different ceremony. So I will put
Yeah.
let's see.
It's not gay in a 3-way.
Actually,
Mhm.
shut up. Okay, so so I gave Chemo the repulsion shield.
Phew.
Cassius, I gave. Did I give you? Actually, did I give you repeating shot?
You gave him invisibility. He's not here.
Yes. I'm
And
just going to the bathroom.
In the
Okay.
said-
Well then I can't do repeating shot again, but what I can do for you, likewise, I can do +1 to attack and damage for a weapon, which could be your bow and arrow. I can do returning weapon, which wouldn't matter for you. I can do a +1 to AC if you're wearing armor. Yeah. And then you
I
don't
pull up my-
concentrate on it. You don't concentrate on any of your spells, right?
I concentrate on like web.
Well,
That
So
worked
you
so
mean
well
you-
in the
You mean
past.
you could have
Yeah.
legitimately just stopped thinking about it and the web would have gone away?
That's what happened. I got
Okay.
knocked when I engaged and the kobold hit me. I chose to let go of concentration there.
Well, I have the mind sharpener, which like basically it gives you a few auto successes on con saves, but I think the other stuff would be more useful to you. So what
Yeah.
would you prefer, an enhanced weapon or enhanced defense?
The weapon, and then likewise we'll take off his bow. And he goes, "Now be careful. I've had her for a while."
Of course. So Blake, she'll put a +1 bonus on likewise's arrow. I mean bow.
Give me just a minute.
Okay. And actually, I know that we're in like an anti-spell circle thing.
Yeah, so you would be doing this on the ship. Like, or when you leave the bar.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Because you cannot
guess-
activate magic.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I guess an infusion would be magic.
Are we gonna like fast forward to the ship then, or does anybody?
Unless there's anything anybody else needs to do, we can do that.
I don't
Yeah,
think I need anything.
do we know how long we're gonna be there? Like in transit?
He said it's about a 5-day trip.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
wow.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I can do ceremony on Lycos once we get there. Because that takes an hour. Wait, no, just kidding. Wait. Yeah.
How long does it last?
So the
7
honeymoon
days.
is-
After
no,
that,
that's the
it gets
that's
difficult.
the marriage one. I'm not marrying Lycos. Coming of age one. You touch one humanoid who is a young adult for the next 24 hours. The
And
target
Dog
makes,
here sees he's a grandpa.
whenever the target makes an ability check, it can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the ability check. A creature can benefit from this right only once. So if you don't want me to do it yet, that's fine.
Wait till we get there.
Well, I don't even have to do it when we get there. We can do it when we, do like a final boss battle or something if we
Do
feel
it
like that's
where you feel is appropriate.
okay. Well, we won't worry about it for now then. And I guess I'll do the infusion. Which only takes 6 seconds once we get to the ship or once we get out of the
Okay.
anti-magic circle.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just in the bar.
Okay.
Partially so, Bill could be like, yep, no one's attacking anybody here. Everyone's on neutral ground. And also partly because he didn't want his bar destroyed. Because while
Again.
he doesn't have patrons, it's a lot harder for him to gather his power to keep everything working. Okay, so we're all going to the ship. It is a
Bill.
5-day trip. Is there anything anybody wants to do or needs to do during this trip?
I will try talking to Saloon.
Okay. We'll start there.
I'd like conversation with like Chemo and the rest of the group, and just
All right,
Chemo one-on-one, and then
Then let's do this. Everybody go and roll me initiative again. And I'll
Okay.
go through each of you.
Yeah, Roses rolled. If you just want to use that in case I don't get to use it later.
Yeah.
Standard.
So Blake,
Wait,
the
is this your
initiative
first
that we're doing.
Did everyone just decide to stop talking?
Yeah,
Apparently.
I was on that. I didn't want to interrupt. To be honest.
No, you go ahead.
Are we rolling initiative just so everybody can kind of do what they want to do, but kind of like in an orderly fashion?
Same thing. Yeah, same thing as we did at the bar. This way, I'm not skipping anybody. I'm going through each individual person. So,
Cool.
Mike, you have 16 plus
2, so 18.
2, so 18. Well, you do have the highest initiative.
Whee!
Francesca, Lycos, Cassius, Lakinda, and you. That's all 5. Yep. Okay, so yes, your first thing that you want to do is you want to speak to Saloon. So where are you doing this at?
Bow of the ship in the middle of the night on a full moon, or fullest moon I can get.
Okay. Where did I have that chart?
And he will have a beer for a big old beer for him with his portable chair, and he's gonna have a kind of wine glass, but with beer in it because he couldn't find the wine.
Okay. It is actually a waning moon.
Nice.
So when you pray to Saloon asking for her to visit, it takes longer than it usually does. But then sitting next to you in a chair made of starlight is a matronly looking woman. Like probably mid to late 60s. Not yet like in her full
Mhm.
80s. The moon's not completely dark and new. But it is Saloon. She just looks, older, more
I've seen her.
mature as it would. And
Yeah.
she grabs the glass of beer. Or the wine glass, as it were.
Yeah.
How you
And just
doing,
kind of like
sweetheart?
sniffs it a minute.
I'm sorry. I couldn't find the wine.
You are lucky that I am not bound like the rest of them by law. And she sips it as she would a wine.
What do you mean I'm lucky? I'm glad to see you. It's been a while.
Far longer for me.
Yeah, I kind of got wrapped up in some shit that I didn't expect to, and kind of took some time that, well, I shouldn't have taken. I'm sorry.
Be not sorry, little Gemo. In the end, this was what you were supposed to do.
What?
You had nothing back in the past but old memories that you were weighed down with. Now you have a fresh start to do what you want.
You knew this was coming?
Oh, I know more than even that little elf with the stupid hat, though he'll never admit it.
He is kind of a bitch.
He's still paying for his own consequences
May have something to
in
do
his
with
own way.
the with the turn in the Francesca's fuck up.
Excuse you.
That is brought on by her own devices. But nothing that could not be handled in its own way. It's not as if
Hmm.
her god really had a domain other than the stars.
Are you
And those
alright?
stars still shine just as bright.
Hmm.
Are you doing alright?
Oh, I'm fine. Tired. My power's not what it once was. I don't know if they spoke to you of their missing gods, but there was a Gias put to keep us from returning to the material plane. There's but a few of us that can still do it, but it taxes us in a way.
I'll burn it down. You say the word, I'll jump off the ship. I'll go find it.
It's much harder to find simply leaving the ship, but I believe in time it will be removed.
What do you need me to do? What's your next move for me?
Just continue on the path you're on now.
Oh fuck.
The greatest thing we can do is to remove this plague on these people. And then after that, it'll be for you to find your own way in this new world.
Hey, you're sticking with me though through that, right?
Little Chemo, I have never left you, and I never will.
All right. I was worried about not getting a yes or a no. Um, well, if you need me, you know where to find me. Just I guess I don't know. Just nothing changes, right? Like this time thing. It's kind of fucking weird.
No matter what path you take, it will not change the course of our destinies.
All right, good, good. I'll let you get your rest. You need it. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the stars a little bit.
You should. They are quite bright tonight. And just in a moment, she's gone, and her chair, which was also made of starlight, just slowly goes up into the sky, and the sky looks a little brighter than before.
Kimo just kind of smirks. He's like, "Fucking show off." Kind of sips his beer.
All right. So next in line is Francesca.
Um.
And it's a 5-day trip, so once I go through the row, I'll go back to the top and start again, and then that way if anyone it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm done with what I need to do," and then I can just skip through, and that way you all have time. You don't have to try to push everything in those 5 days into this one turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
I don't want anybody to feel like rushed in their one spot of what they're doing.
so first you would have done likewise as infusion to give him the +1.
Okay.
Um,
Does it look like anything flashy or fancy?
no. It probably looks exactly the same. And you're like, is she lying? Is it the whole I believe in you thing? Is that I'm not sure.
Probably glows a little bit.
I imagine, I would imagine like there's like a little flame or something with your own touch.
Little
She
flame
she
emoji.
painted little lightning bolts on it so that you would think it looks cool.
Yeah.
There's always a flame emoji and then one emoji that matches like the person who's holding the weapon, and it's like a carrot emoji.
Have you done this to bows before?
Well, not to bows, but I've done it to other weapons.
Well, let me tell you, I can do crazy things with this bow. I can shoot an arrow farther than you can see.
I believe you, and hopefully this will help you hit a little harder.
Well, thank you. I need all the help I can get. We need all the help we can get.
Yeah, I think that's true. When I tell you this guy's bad news, likewise, I don't think I can really overstate that he's bad news. So the fact that he's taking us specifically to whatever god awful little hidey spot he's taking us to,
You said he killed one of your buddies?
yeah. She'll pull out the parchment again and show him. I imagine it's like a little. Let me check. Is it a static image or? Yeah, it is. Well, it's a static visual effect, so I guess it would kind of look like a GIF, maybe. Um, of
Oh, death.
oh death of Nekrov, um, you know, holding Malik by his throat, and then Malik just turned into dust.
That happened?
Yeah, yeah, that happened.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, what was your buddy's name?
Malik.
Alex. Well,
He's not even the first one. I mean, he's not the only one who even died in our party, and that's really what's sad about all of this is that I feel like I mean, you see me and Cassius are the only ones left. We've got less remaining than we do anything else, and it doesn't feel like we've done a great job.
I can
Really.
only imagine you want to do terrible things in the crop after that.
Yeah, I almost did.
I mean, I don't blame you, but I do respect your temperance to not for the moment.
Had Cassius not been standing there, I probably wouldn't have been able to temper myself well enough.
Man, that Cassius is cool. He's one cool guy.
Yeah, he's
Well, you're just talking like I put my bow back. Oh, that bow feels way cooler. Man, whatever you did to it's awesome.
this bow is way cooler than Cass's. He's cool, but like this bow is way. Yeah, I hope it works well for you. It's obviously I haven't been able to tinker very much with what we've got going on, but I hope that does something for you.
Well, it's got Francesca's touch now. It's all ready to go.
Yeah. Maybe we'll trademark that later.
All I got is just some berries, and I produce good berries.
Well, hey, uh, healing is healing, So,
I'll take a good berry. If you don't eat one, I'll eat them all.
she she takes one to be polite. And she's like, "Oh." She's full health. She doesn't need it, but she's like, mm.
Let me tell you, my family, we've been raised on these berries. Best things in the world. You wouldn't believe the fields are just filled with them. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have them. I'd go crazy.
I get that. I
I'd kill a man.
You're awful. Yeah, I totally get that. Back in the city that I'm from, it's a big city, and there's lots of different people and cultures there. And I remember there was this one shop that I would go by, and the bread that they baked was far better than I think it had any reason to be. And you know that bread that's just perfect kind of crunchy, hardness on the outside, and then on the inside it's like fluffy and soft and great, and it just
Bread is so good.
bread's pretty great. Yeah, I just wanted to do that real quick before I went off to do something else. I gotta go. Likewise.
Yeah,
Great talking to you. So.
I-
They had this whole
absolutely.
conversation in like a hallway.
I was imagining it was like in your cabin or something.
Yeah, that's fine. She probably would have. She probably would have grabbed him as he was walking by her quarters. Just to be like, oh hey, I need to do that for you. So that's fine.
And he holds out his hand like, "What we say to Francesca? Say thank you." It's a little green squirrel that just like pops up in his hand and looks cute.
Terrible. I wish that I could do that.
Right. So
You know where to find me, Francesca.
Likos, you are up next.
Okay. Well, he's gonna, I guess, find wherever his quarters would be, and after hearing from Mintok that he was going to get sent back home, he started to kind of panic and freak out a bit, and he is still like kind of high on that anxiety rush, and he's just going to like walk up to a wall and just like hit it really hard and be like, "Shit! Ah, okay, it's all right. It's all right. You don't have to go back." And he's going to sort of start fiddling around and like reach in his pocket and fish out his the tribal totem that he's got to Balinor, which is like a couple of antlers on like a piece of twine. Um and he's going to sit down on the floor, Indian style, like just in a corner, and put the little antlers in front of him and just look at him for a minute and close his eyes and say, I'm I'm sorry, Balinor. I failed you. I failed everybody. I I know you wanted me to go out in the world and do great things, but I got nothing to show for it. I was never good at wild shape. I was never good at learning how to use any kind of magic or um I don't know. I feel like I don't even have full control over my transformations that I can do. Uh I I guess I'll never see Pops again. I'll never see any of them. And I don't know if you can still hear me, but I want to bring you glory. I want to bring all of them glory, and I just wish I had the means to be more capable and prove myself. So um, anyway, thanks for listening, and I guess I'll no, I've got you with me always, and he's gonna sort of reach out and take
From
the
the
antlers.
door, you hear a, "You're very welcome."
I'll turn around and look.
And the Croft's in the door. It's like, sorry, you hit my wall. Are you okay?
Oh, uh,
Ew.
yeah. He's gonna tuck the antlers away in his pocket. Sorry about that. I guess I'm just a little nervous. I don't understand this whole time travel thing. I don't know where I am. I didn't want to go back home. I really royally screwed things up, and I don't. I guess it's kind of a blessing I wound up here.
I tell you
So
a
yeah.
secret. He cannot make you go back if you don't want to.
Well, that's refreshing to hear, I guess.
What he never chooses to understand is that history is writing itself now. So what you do now, if he was to remove you, would take away any history that you would have written here. He claims that removing you has removed history of what you've done, but in reality, it's just pushed it forward.
Huh. So that's how that works.
He has power he does not understand and never will. Because he is an obstinate asshole.
Yeah. Right. Well, I just I don't know. I got a bad history of screwing things up, and I just really hope everything goes all right.
Well, think of this as a fresh start to do right.
I'll
You're saving the
I'll
world, are you not?
I guess I just sort of half understand what's going on. I just picked up bits and pieces of what I've heard, but
Well, to speed you up, there's a plague destroying everything and turning them into plants. And
whoa.
your little crew is going to stop it. And in doing so, save everyone. So that would make your daddy proud, I'm sure of it. And Balinor.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, get some sleep. I'm sure time travel is exhausted you in ways you don't yet understand. And please, next time, bang on the rabbit's wall.
Right. Yeah, sorry about that. Won't happen again.
He just waves and he goes away. All right, Cassius, you're next.
Uh, would like to imagine maybe Chemo's still finishing his sip after she left. Wouldn't have known she was there, if that's fair.
Sure.
And I would kind of just plop down by him or stand there. Here you go, Chemo. And I'll hand you the diamond.
Shit. Well, appreciate you. So hopefully come in handy as long as I'm not the one laying on the ground.
Yes, that's the plan, at least. So, sorry you got drug into this.
That is what it is. I was supposed to be here.
Yeah. It's this future is not so great either.
Oh, you got
So-
it twice. Shit ain't great back in the day, though. You know, it kind of sucks everywhere. You make what you're given, and you find someone to kind of drag you through it. And right now, y'all are dragging me through this. So,
Sorry. That if anything, that money will, if once we get out of this, that should be able to set you up right here in this time. And I'd like to make a request. If you had to choose, God forbid, to bring back either Francesca or I, you save her.
Oh yeah, I'll totally make the right decision.
Just, yeah.
There's no wrong decision there. I tell you, I'm not gonna tell you who I'm gonna pick, but I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna pick the right one. All right, promise.
I'm gonna be like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll make the right call.
Yep. Save the
Why
rabbit.
are you
Got
doing
it.
this to me, Austin? Ow. Ow.
Meta. Fuck you.
Well, so I really do appreciate your help, though. There's a little loss going into all this, you know, not used to watching friends die in front of you. So,
Oh, it ain't great.
and yeah, it's not really great that the prick's here that killed him. So, I
Oh,
can't do.
I mean, like, tell me more about that. Like, I know you said, but I kind of I had other business to attend to, and a
I
meeting
feel
with
like I
a
knew
bug.
that.
So Nekrov, we were in a sewer. We were attacked by spiders. Poor Don Feng got the worst of it from them, and he was a warlock as well. His name was Zach. Rounded a corner and stood there in fear. And that's when we saw Nekrov. We've already seen him once before this. And he basically asked for Zach for us to pass safely through. Francesca shot him with that spell that I'm not sure which one.
Per the course, that sounds about right. Go on.
Yes. True. And then Malik wanted to just leave. And so he was at the top of the sewer ladder, and a couple of the others were as well. And Nekrov stated, before Francesca shot, you guys get one mistake, basically. So that went out the door. And we were going to leave Zach to his own devices, as he was in those same chains as what Zoxius was in. Same exact ones. I'm not sure what that... I can't make that connection yet. But we were about to leave, and poor Malik was super brave, as he was in the town he saved as well. He slipped, in quotations, and attempted just to basically put him in a bag of holding.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. I mean, clearly it didn't work out. That's like a great plan. Totally super smart.
He held him by his throat and attempted to cast a spell, but I counter-spelled it, and the magic still flowed through my veins. So he amped it up a little more, and then disintegrated him right before our eyes, speaking in a tongue that I've never heard before. He was the kindest man I've ever met in such a short time.
How's his composure while he's telling me this?
He is trembling a little bit, and probably fumbling with his arm. My anime rap.
He sees it stand out. He's like, "That was his, wasn't it? That ain't really yours. That definitely don't look like something you'd rock on a Sunday."
No, it was actually his bolo. I wasn't as big as him. You're both very large individuals, but I'm gonna see it through to the end. At least he'll get there.
You know it's not your fault, right?
Don't. I know. No, it's not your
Not
fault.
your fault,
Keep
man.
repeating-
I know. It's
He's
not your
repeating.
fault. Don't
It's
do
okay.
this to me, man.
I mean,
Not you.
tried to save him. I wasn't so good with the magic. Still feel partially responsible because not a very good group of, I think, 3 party members dead.
Hey,
So
could be more. It ain't your fault.
hope.
You did what you felt was right. Just like he did what he felt was right, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Literally ain't nobody gonna fault you for that. Okay? It ain't your fault. Don't take the heat.
He was like, if he was here right now, it's like I'm speaking through him. He would tell you it's
Yeah.
not your fault.
Yeah.
Probably like some tears, like coming.
Hey, I'm gonna go get us some beer. Alright? You stay here, you enjoy the night. It's nice and bright out.
Thanks.
Soft wailing.
The fuck is that? Is that a dead dog? Oh, she's doing
Like-
this again, and he runs downstairs.
Yeah.
Lights a cigarette. Like, see you, space cowboy.
Wonderful.
All right. So Chemo and Cassius enjoy an evening with some beers. Likewise, your turn is last in the round.
Okay. So I was pondering
Were you?
on one evening.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, that one caught.
Yeah.
It cut him off and interrupted him, but y'all heard it.
Very, very much so.
Very chemo.
So on the deck, I'm just like taking a moment, and I pull up my little one of my scrolls. I'm like, all right, I'll talk to him, and I look for Necroff.
Okay. If this is during the day, he will probably be on the deck, just kind of overlooking the water.
Okay. So then I'll like kind of like I'll hold my little acorns, just kind of like walking over to him.
Stones over there. Okay.
It's like, Necroff, you have a second?
What is it, little likewise?
I gotta ask, why did you have to kill Malik? Why did you have to do it?
Oh.
It's a difficult question, is it not?
No.
To be fair, I warned them once that I was coming to collect something, and if they let me do so, they would all live. And then someone got handsy.
Hmm?
And even after that, I gave them a chance to continue to go. But then Malik attacked me. Malik, I believe his name is. And I was going to attack back in self-defense. But someone else in your group decided they too wanted to play. And you will learn, little likewise, that sometimes you have to make people understand who you are, or they are going to always walk over you. or always think they can just get away with anything. Tell me, how often has Mintok pushed you around or used you as a gopher? No offense. The metaphorical word.
As far as I understand it, Mintok's giving me a real shot here. He's listened to me more than anybody's listened to me. As far as I'm concerned, he's a real good guy. He's a guy who works hard. What do you know of Mintok?
I know quite a bit about the man. Did you know he's the reason Ravenloft is once again present? Did you know he's the reason Bill is stuck in his tavern? And did you know that his second son is not his by blood, but is his friend's son who he murdered?
Can't say I knew that.
Oh, he won't talk about it, I assure you. Trust me in this, though, likewise. Mintok is not giving you a chance. He's just realized you're not getting pushed around anymore. You're becoming your own bunny. And that's good.
Or the pause. Because you were going to say man.
Oh yeah, 100% he paused. You have your own story to tell and your own path to make. And he can't take that away from you.
Well, Necroft, maybe you don't know enough about me than you think you do. If you did, you know that none of my family thought I was able to be more of an adventurer than the biggest of the Herringons and the baddest, and hell, nobody even gave me a chance to even try it with a bow and arrow. I went out on my own, I did my own thing, and then Mintok, he gave me a shot. And I've been given a lot of things a shot with this thing, and I point at the arrow. So maybe I am trying to carve my own path. But don't you even try to threaten any of us, or I will give you a shot.
I can promise you that there was no threat there. And I apologize for any offense likewise.
Well, you know where to find me. And I just like run off, like,
Well,
Just starts hopping away.
it's time I get some room service. Off I go.
last thing he says is just like, Sylvanas, I don't know how the frick I did that. And just like, oh, he's holding on to those acorns, like,
This time he's actually holding on to his physical acorns. Like, oh, good.
Yeah, he just hold on to his actual acorns. He's going, I don't know how I did it. I have no idea what's going on.
God, I love Likewise. He's great.
thank you.
All right, so back at the top of the round, we'll call this day 2. Chemo, is there anything you want to do on this trip?
Day 2, he's gonna rest.
Okay. Francesca.
Is this only day 2? Like not days 2 through 5?
If there's something else you want to do, we can go ahead and do it now. If everybody gets done with what they want to do, we'll just move on to the next location.
It's just periodic bar visits, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. She after the exchange with Likewise, she stayed mostly to herself and she starts thinking, which is never good for her. And she takes the time to tinker. And she follows through with the idea that she had and tries to black opal into a diamond.
Okay.
So I don't know if you
Um,
want me to make a check or not.
make me an arcane check.
Arcana?
It's an arcana check. It's a DC 14. I
Do
feel
I
you
have
should be able to make this.
With a plus 13, I should hope so.
Yeah.
26.
So yes, you make a diamond of the same value.
Okay.
Because you have the
We will-
transmutation ability on the artificer, correct?
I have no idea. I haven't seen anything that says transmutation. I just figured that because she's a tinkerer, she's also an alchemist.
Okay. So
I
then no,
figured-
you cannot do that. There is a transmutation artificer. If
Oh.
you had that ability, then yes, you could.
Okay.
Let's see.
Scratch that then.
Let me double check your stuff. So no, you cannot. The alchemist does the extra potion stuff.
Cool. So what she'll do instead with that black opal, if you'll let me, is she will try to, and she'll use her glass blower's tool if she needs to as well, if it would help her, break the opal apart. And then she will try to she'll probably have to use a spare vial from her bag and melt that in there as well. But she wants to start to tinker and create a little black heart-shaped locket of sorts. And in it she will put a small, she'll write out on a piece of parchment just some emotional shit and roll that up, tie it with a few herbs, a few sweet smelling herbs from her herbal kit, and put it inside the locket, close it, and then tie it up with a piece of lead. Am I able to do that, Blake?
Yeah. You wouldn't be a glass blowing tool, it'd be jewel crafting tools, but you have an all-purpose tool, so you can 100% just make it whatever it wants to be. So you should be good there.
Okay. And then the next time she sees Cassius, she doesn't really corner him necessarily, but she's like, hey, since we're kind of like on like a tactical honeymoon, right? Just tactical, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to like maybe go read a book with me?
Sure.
Super awkward.
Yeah, I'd love to do some. What kind
Light
of book do you have
reading.
in mind?
I would love to read a book with you on our honeymoon. Totally. But that actually is what she's gonna do. Once they're in alone, she'll sit down and she'll pull out 2 books, and she's like, "These are 2 books that I had with me on the first day that we met."
What do you expect? What are you
Hi.
expecting?
Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be a way to dream?
Now we have to stay married forever.
Constantly renewing the 7 days.
She's
Hey,
like,
yeah, what?
on day 8, she's just like, don't you worry. And she's just like, Chemo's got a diamond as she pulls out an axe.
The fuck I do?
Right, like I'd become a necromancer because you can only be affected by the ceremony spell once until you're widowed. So I just keep killing Cass and bringing him back, just so that I keep marrying him every week.
We'll get a new BBG, boys.
Yeah.
Me. No, she pulls out the 2 books and she says, "These are 2 books that I had on me when we first met on that boat," which feels like 20 years ago now. So I thought maybe we could just sit down and read for once. Maybe like, I don't know, like a date or something.
No, that would be lovely. No. It's nice to have some quiet. It's been so long.
You know. She just sits down with him, just side by side, and opens a snack or something if they want. Opens their books to start reading side by side. And before she takes his hand, she'll take the locket that she made and just slip it in his pocket. She's not going to say anything about it. And then she'll take his hand, and they'll just read together like 2 little nerds.
Necroft poking his head. Sorry to bother, but I'm out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
You guys want me to
Can you
make
spare a
snacks,
square?
Asada?
But okay, cool. Lycos, day 2. What you got, buddy?
I want to go find Balabar.
All right. Little
You're
old
really-
McGucket. Balabar is he's driving the ship.
Just
So you'll
impressed
find
you
him on the
remembered his
deck.
name.
Just he looks worse for wear because he's been waiting on you guys, and it's been outside of a deserted ghost city that's being attacked by ravens. he's had a time.
Just getting pecked and shit on for days.
Damn.
The deck looks spotless because he had to continuously like mop it.
Yeah.
Has it been a week?
It's been a week. You guys were gone for 7 days. It's been a week here too.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what do you want?
Hey, I'm Lycos. I'm new to the group.
Yeah, you're not all Roby or black, so
What?
I assumed you're different.
What?
The other kid that was with them was black, and then there was the guy that wore the little like fancy free robes that played the really bad music. I remember him.
Oh,
He's a good guy. You know,
Mhm.
strong as the sun and swift as the moon, or something like that.
oh, okay.
Swift as a coursing river. Yeah.
All that force of a great typhoon.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, is
And I
there
I finally remember what Balabar's voice is, so yes, you're good. Keep going. It's been that long.
is there a place I could like practice sparring a little bit? Do you have like any training dummies or anything?
Wait, I ain't got no training dummies.
Is there a place I can?
This is a cruise ship, sir.
Well, I guess.
I tell you what, that weird, you know, strong as the earth and swift as the serpent feller, practiced back on the poop deck. You can practice over there; won't bother nobody.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Is
Yeah.
that this way?
Yes, to the back.
Okay. Like
You don't know ships well, do you?
I have never seen anything like this before. It's kind of
Well, come
scary
on.
being so high up.
No, come on, get on up here. And he like hops down from his little seat. Come on.
Oh, okay.
All right. Put your hands. He like grabs your arms. Put your hands here and
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
And look at that. You're steering a flying ship.
Oh God. Am I doing it?
You're doing great, kid.
Oh. What do you know? I can drive a ship. Hey everyone, I'm driving the ship.
Don't let him drive the ship. He's gonna kill us all.
Look at you go, Lycos.
He doesn't even have a learner's permit.
You're doing it, Peter.
Yeah. So well, all right. I'll let you get back to this. It's still a little scary to me.
Yeah, no problem. You can just go on back there and do your thing.
Why? Thank you. And he'll start
He looks at you. Hey, you don't talk in my head, do you?
What?
Just asking.
No,
One of them did, and it was weird.
that would be weird.
Didn't like it.
So, all right then.
The
See
rabbit
ya.
doesn't do it either, does he?
I don't think so.
Just checking. Need to
Okay.
be prepared.
All right. Well,
Oh, good.
thanks for the info. I'll be going now.
Okay.
And so he'll walk back to the poop deck, and I guess just I don't know. He's gonna just be sort of spending his time, like kind of honing his mind into trying to like perfect his transformations a little more, where it's like a little more fluid and not so awkward, and just trying to generally hone like combat abilities and also, with just keeping in mind like everything that he was taught back home, and since he kind of gave up on trying to learn magic, so
Okay. All right. Cassius, day 2. Anything?
Yes.
I know you're reading, but I assume you have more to do.
Nope, that's it. All day.
just reading.
Just reading.
We'll make it a day 3 thing. If
No,
that's-
these turns
Is
aren't
it-
really the days. You're
Okay.
good. What do you got? What you got, buddy?
I was going to go. I was going to bring Francesca with me. I'm going to go see Balabar.
All right. So, yep, Balabar's still up on the
Hey.
ship. Heck, just kind of cruising.
Coat's looking real nice on you there, Balabar.
Oh, thank you. Looks mighty fine.
Do you have any more of those spare bottles?
Yeah, probably some down there in the galley.
You mind if I use some target practice?
No, go ahead. You and that big green feller. I don't know where he ran off to. Y'all were doing some up there. No need to stop now, I guess.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure it was all right. Didn't want to be rude.
I mean, don't hit me.
I won't. And so I'll set up the bottles on the ship. And I guess it'll be the first time he's examined. Like he's gonna like dump the bullets out and watch the magic bullets like form inside his gun.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, funnily enough, they'll probably go in the same pocket with the necklace he hasn't figured out's there yet. And he's like, I'm gonna show you how to use this. Like I promised I'd show you.
She picks it up and she fires at the bottle, hits it immediately.
Very nice.
You know.
Whoa!
You know I know how to use this, right, Cassius?
No,
He is proficient in firearms.
yeah. Austin knew that, but
Yeah. Yeah.
well, I
I guess I
Yeah.
should have asked before I picked up a man's weapon.
probably just sashed it out of my hands. That's fine. I didn't even get to try your new infusion on it, but a little bit of a so good.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
All
2 days
right.
later, he's like stabbing his salad aggressively.
Just
Are
a
you-
gun.
No,
It's just a gun.
it's a gun. It's just a gun. No, now
Hmm?
it's just a gun.
Now it is just a gun.
So I will then I guess proceed to be flashy with it and like action surge and like knock down 4 of the bottles. Can you do it that fast?
You can.
Oh.
You also actually have specialty shots now too.
Yeah. I've got Deadeye, violent, and dazing.
Wonderful.
I would say one of them will be like a violent shot to make it like really explode,
Whoa.
just to get the feel of it.
The glass shatters everywhere, and the poor me. What pirate? Don't hit me. Didn't you understand?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Just, old habits, just making sure I'm honing it right again. Been a while since it's my own hand guiding me, so apologies.
Yeah, I guess that does that feel weird?
It feels a little weird, but I was already decent at it before she came along. I feel more sure of myself. I was very weak to be able to give in because I just wanted to fix all this for my sister so badly, and not so weak anymore.
I'd agree with that. You're a lot
So-
stronger, Cass.
I am. I took the tough feat.
Thanks, Don Fang. You're so inspiring.
No, it's nice not to have something ruminating in your head anymore. And it's nice to be able to go to sleep and not hear things as you sleep. So I don't think I'll miss her. I'm sure we can fix the world. These new three are quite the trio.
Boy, aren't they?
Hey, they're pretty good. I mean, likewise as good of a shot as I would ever. God forbid, Lycos just runs in there and just takes a fucking beating but gives it right back.
He does. He's quite a sight to see. Chemo's the same way with his shield. He can do crazy amounts of damage.
Hey, he's
Well,
got
he's
that neck.
definitely a far better cleric than I ever was.
Just not to say anything.
Chemo like is in his room and just sneezes.
Yeah.
Hell was that?
I mean, even personality wise, he's a level 10 cleric and I'm only a level 4 cleric, so he's way than me anyway. But
You're way more cleric than I'll be.
He's got more cleric in his cleric.
he does. He does.
Do you know what you're gonna do after all this?
No, it's kind of hard to think about after all of this. But the only thing I've really thought about is that I need to go back and see my family.
Fair.
We
I
both
have-
probably do.
Yeah. I've got a brother who's doing some shit. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, I've got
But-
3 brothers. I think they're always doing some shit. But I'm assuming you mean worse than normal.
Yeah, he's holier than thou. He's kind of a right prick.
Mm.
Walks around in armor acting like it's the only thing that'll protect him, but you take that off, he's nothing.
Was there something else that you were wanting to do after all of this?
Oh, I don't know.
Just asking. Just asking, like, tactically.
Do you
Well,
fondue? Would you like to round third?
Hey,
that-
I'm on my way.
That could happen on this 5-day journey. We don't know.
I mean, yeah,
I
look, the
assume-
ball's in your court now, not mine.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. We see where things go, man.
Necroft popping out again. Keep it down, would you?
Give me Malik's soul
Listen,
back,
I'm
prick.
glad you're enjoying yourself.
That was a man's ass?
Oh,
That
I'm
is
sorry.
America's ass.
Oh, I'm sorry. This fat dumpy requires more toilet paper.
Yeah.
The crops just used all the fucking toilet paper, and now we're left without any after day
Yeah.
2.
He doesn't even eat.
Just wipe it with my hand.
He's the guy that mummifies his hand. Like,
Oh.
gotta make sure.
He just credit cards it.
He just goes to each of your room. Which one of you has a bidet?
Bidet,
I
sir.
haven't used one yet, but I've been told that they're wonderful, and I feel like now might be the time to start.
Opens the door to Chemo's room. Hey, fuck you. I was just wondering. Fuck you. Do you have a fuck you? Bidet?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Bidet to you, sir.
He shuts the door. My fucking bidet.
He shuts the door. Now what the fuck's a bidet?
I'm shitting here.
You know, I made a promise to protect you, so seems right that at least I'd travel with you there. Maybe you come
To see
back
my family, you mean?
Well, I don't know about meeting your dad. That might be weird because he
Well,
saw
you
my
kinda-
face in the past.
That's true. I mean, would you think that happened 1,000 years ago? Once?
I don't know. I watched the man turn Dongfeng into a gym, so kind of terrifying.
Still haven't done anything about that.
I have it.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm not gonna. Hey, Necroft. Hey, could you help me out with this?
Yeah.
He could.
Well, you're
No.
offering one, so
You haven't asked him.
You just hear in the gym, hey, still in here. Hey.
Oh yeah, the gym. Dongfeng's gym. The gym for Dong.
Hey, come here.
I'd really like to. I'd travel with you, and I'd like to stop by the agency at some point. You know, we have money there, and I want to make sure that earnings go to where they need to make sure Malik's family gets it. Maybe the agency could help with Dongfeng, being he is now inside this crystal. And give them the recounting of what happened, as they need to know what's going on, and you know, history should always be notated.
I don't think we know anything about Dongfeng's family, really, do we?
No.
Sochi.
We knew about his friend Sochi, but he didn't make
Yeah,
it.
he didn't make it off that beach.
That is very noble of you, though, and I think we definitely need to tie up the loose ends with Malik and with Dongfeng, though. Whatever we can find. I agree. I've got more money than I particularly need, and I have for a while, so I wouldn't mind to just give it to Malik's family. And
Well, I was gonna, I don't know, look to see if I can donate or maybe hire people. I don't know, to help people in disasters. I don't know how that works, but I imagine there was quite a bit of people displaced due to this plague. Maybe the agency will know better than I would, as I'm just but a historian most of the days, so studying Alexandria.
I sort of know what to do. I was trained as a cleric, technically.
Well,
Not very good at it, but I was trained. as it, and
Yeah, I was
I do
gonna ask.
technically know how to help.
Good. I was gonna ask them, and then maybe talk to Finley about it, as she is also a cleric, so she would know better. She's the better half of this deal. So, but she's why I'm here and why we're doing this. So she's gonna talk to her goddess Elodra again. I owe her that much.
You're a really great brother to her.
No.
Certainly a better sister than I've been to any of my siblings.
You can't beat yourself up on that. That was a bad day. Doesn't define who you are.
No, but when a bad day 20 years ago informs all of the actions that you've had since, then I think that's
Well-
different. I've missed a lot of their lives since then.
Well, we both have, but we're making up for it in our own ways. And maybe if that day didn't come, you wouldn't have broadened your horizons with your ability to infuse metal and magic. I can just make these little automatons and fix out a little wind up automaton.
Oh, right.
So here, this is yours now. I've got plenty of these. I make these in my spare time.
Thank you. I mean, you've seen some of the things that I've tinkered with. I get it.
You're far better at that. Hey, you're gross. Keep it down, Necroff, and you're dumpy.
Hear a light clapping coming from down the hallway. He's coming.
Must have been the wind.
So,
I wouldn't say I'm better at it, but I have devoted quite a lot of time to just tinkering. So
I'm sure you will do great things. So
you want to travel with me then?
tactically, I have to be in
Of course.
front.
Sure.
Okay.
No, yeah, absolutely. There's
Eyes are up here.
yeah, no, I was gonna say the same thing to you. Yeah. By the way, later you should look in your pocket because I
Come
put
up and
something
see
in
me
there
sometime.
yesterday. Well, she did take her own cabin. She did not assume that she was just gonna bunk up with Cass. So she did take her own cabin, but she's like, you should check your pocket later because I put something in there yesterday and I gotcha. You didn't realize it was in there. And she just without even pausing at all, just picks up the gun and goes back to practicing.
Okay.
All right. So you guys finish off your day practicing. So for the lack of brevity, we're gonna have one more round. Chemo, is there anything you want to do?
I want to take a big poop.
Okay.
It is bidet.
With my bidet.
Make a Constitution save.
He's like, ooh, that water's kind of refreshing.
What's the patient save, you say?
Ooh.
Just shreds, you say. Lycos.
Lycos is going to continue his training montage.
Gonna be a montage.
Yes.
Even Lucky had a montage.
He has spent every day doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and running a mile,
One punch psychos.
You forgot your squats.
and 100 squats every day.
Nice.
He's
Yeah,
going to be
makes
doing
sense.
He's going to be doing a lot of training in general, practicing his transformations, and just like chowing down on rations.
There's food.
Oh, well, he'll eat the food then.
Okay.
I'm going to eat the good food.
It's a well-stocked place.
I'm going to eat a good variety of nuts and berries and some jerky if they've got it.
They do.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Likewise.
So on the last one, Likewise is going to be in the kitchen eating a snack, and he has a moment of like, and he realizes that after that night at the tavern, he now is pretty familiar with what the alcohol looks like. So he grabs 2 cups of alcohol.
No.
He grabs 2 cups of alcohol. He's like, and then he goes to Chemo's room. Chemo.
Ugh. I'm shitting.
I'll wait.
I took
All-
10 minutes. 10 minutes to shit over the entire last 24 hours, and you come knocking on my door right now.
Just let me know when you're done. I got a treat for us.
What kind of treat?
Amazing. Liquid.
The one that you drink, it's alcohol.
Oh, okay. It's all right. It's a big A. All right. I was lying. I didn't even have to take a shit. I took that yesterday.
He just like,
I just wanted to get away from everyone for a minute.
yeah, that's fair. And I just kind of try to use my shoulder to open the door. It's like, here, this one's yours. This is the big one.
It doesn't even help. He just watches them like, oh, you got big old feet. Could have kicked the door. Could have done a lot of things. All right. Yeah, thank you. It's
Didn't want to spill a drop.
that's smart.
I brought a drink so that way we could have a proper toast. I got a little crazy on the last round. It was the first round, granted.
Okay.
And then he clears his throat. He goes, "May the ones who watch over us continue, even while we're not watching."
I really expected you to have like some super serious deep voice once you cleared your throat. I thought that was like a big issue. But you know, hey, here's to you. Here's to you and everybody that died trying to do whatever we're trying to do.
And then little cheers, like click.
Kind of pushes too
He's
hard
like-
on his glass.
I may not drink all, but just a little sip. He's like slowly tips it. It's like, oh, it's so good.
I know. It's the best fucking thing ever, right? Except for Selu, and then he kind of peeks out his window. He's like,
You know, funny story. I'll never forget it. This
Oh.
guy was trying to, back where I'm from, my family, this guy was trying to sell some type of drink. And he was trying to sell it to my dad. You know, that my dad's the guy who oversees all of the food and drinks and everything for our family. And he swatted the drink out of his hand and he said, "Get that poison out of here." And I was like, "What was it?" And it was alcohol. He wouldn't let any of us have a drink of it. And I'll never understand why.
But now you know.
it's the forbidden treasure. It's just amazing. Makes everything better.
I gotta tell you, I don't know why my dad just didn't let us have any of it. It's really good.
Fuck you, Dad.
I gotta make sure I don't drink too much of it. Yeah, you know what? Screw my dad.
No, you gotta say fuck. You gotta shout it. Shout it to. Hold on. Let me open this porthole real quick. The little window. As it blast open with the wind, since we're on an airship.
Yeah. It's almost. Oh, God.
He's just like, fuck your dad.
All right, that's good. That's good. You tried.
Well, whatever comes our way, it's good to know that we had an official toast and watch each other's back.
The fuck? We're not gonna be married, are we?
Nobody. I'm not getting married.
No.
Don't
You're
worry-
like,
don't worry about that.
you don't fuck with that shit, do you?
Hell no. I'm
Okay.
a free man.
Okay, buddy. And he's just, you Hell yeah. Here's to a long bachelor life.
Mhm.
I've got my little
There's gonna
pool
be a
buddy.
there's gonna be a where are they now at the end epilogue, and it's just likewise with like 200 children,
Yeah.
like in a beer gut.
But still a bachelor.
Yeah. But it's a single father of like 200 kids.
Yeah, with just like a beer gut.
It's like the me, myself, and Irene opening where he's like with them as their kids and they're all grown up and he's still like a little ass bunny.
Little grandpa bunny.
But I'll let you go, Chemo. I know you got the moon and I got the trees on the ground. We'll take care of what we gotta take care of.
Hey, look out for yourself. Hey, this shit ain't normal for anyone around here, especially us.
Absolutely.
You see,
I got your back.
You see Lycos, you tell him the same thing, all right?
We'll do. And I'll go tell Lycos the same thing afterwards.
Just
Chemo said to
immediately
watch your
leaves,
back.
runs runs to Lycos' room. Hey, Kiva, so you better watch yourself out there. What? Watch your
Okay.
back.
Better watch over that dumpy.
just for brevity, Blake, I'll do something similar with Lycos. Just something like get him a drink, but not me a drink. Tell him like, I already had a drink. Watch yourself.
Okay.
Here's a
I'm
drink.
just-
Watch yourself. Bye.
Hey, here's something to drink. You be careful out there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want anything to happen to you. Now drink up.
Okay.
He's already like feeling it's like Lycos, I'll drink just a little bit of what's left. I'll toast with you.
Oh, thanks. I could use a break. I've been working myself pretty hard.
And then the same
That's what
toast.
she said.
And then the same toast.
Shut up, McGraw.
Yeah.
May those who watch over us continue even while we're not watching.
Of course. I've always got your back, buddy.
Wait
Cheers.
for this like legless Ghibli thing to happen between these two.
Yeah.
I like it.
Never
And I'll,
thought I'd be standing next to a predator.
Yeah.
How about a friend? Yeah, no, I don't think I can do that. You're a predator. You tried to eat me.
the unlikely duo,
Yeah.
predator and prey. And that's pretty much it I had for myself.
Okay. Francesca, did you have anything else to do?
I was gonna tell Lycos about the ceremony that I was gonna do, the coming of age, and let him know. Or it just give him the choice, like, hey, if you want to, I can do this as close to us, setting down as you want, so that you can have this ability for hopefully as long as would be useful.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I guess if it'll help me, we can maybe do it like before we go to the temple or wherever it is we're going. You think they said the catacombs?
Yeah. So, Blake, it says on ceremony the casting time is an hour.
Mhm.
Well, if I didn't want to use a spell slot and I wanted to cast it ritually, it would take like a long time, right?
Correct.
Can I do that? If I'm gonna be casting it within the same 24-hour cycle, so I'm not like keeping a spell slot burned by the time we get off the ship, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine.
So she'll do that whenever is the best time. So again, Lycos, you have an extra for 24 hours. You have an additional. God damn it! Where did it go? I believe it's a D4 to your ability checks for the
Oh.
next 24 hours.
Well- Thank you.
Of course. She probably would have done something that, though she doesn't know Lycos very well, would kind of be her attempt at letting him know that there's someone who's proud of him for having come of age, regardless of how much he thinks that he's fucked up. So she would kind of try to deliver that meaning to him during the process of ceremony. And then after it's finished, be like, I hope this helps you, Lycos. I know life's pretty rough, and it's especially right when you're just on your own for the first time. You know, you stumble and figuring out who you are, and people expect so very much of you, and I get that. And I know that you think that you fucked up really, really badly.
Don't worry, Necroft's already made him feel better. He's fine now.
Well,
Necroft out here doing good shit.
Yeah.
I mean, she probably doesn't know that. But she was gonna say anyway, it's not as bad as it feels right now. And I think that you're doing a really great job for yourself with what you've been given.
Well, thanks. I really appreciate it, and I'll be there to protect you if you ever need it. So at least I'll try.
I'd say the same to you. You seem to kick ass pretty hard, so I don't know that you really need my protection, but whatever I can get for you, I'll absolutely do it. We got to keep each other's backs, you know?
Of course. Yeah, thanks again.
You're welcome, Lycos. And then for the rest of the trip, she will just try to spend as much time as she can just keeping her mind off of things. Really treating this like a tiny cruise honeymoon vacation as much as possible. Brain dumping from all of the trouble and the issue and the stress going on. She will deal with that when they land.
Okay. Cass, you got one more thing. What you want to do?
Yeah. Going to go to the bar and get probably right below the strongest, so maybe like a single barrel, like Jack whiskey.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab that. On the way back, I would have had tied off a bag, an extra bag, and I would have put 25 platinum in it of my own, and knocked on Lycos's door and left it there, and just kept walking. So, and then I would go back to my room and would sit down, reread his sister's letter, look at his sister's the amulet she gave him, and then read the packet or the lock. He would pull out the locket and look at it, open it, read it, and then would, instead of like, he was about to pour himself a glass as he was reading it, was like, and then picks up the glass and the bottle and just goes to her room. So.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, we are going to take about a 5-minute break so I can swap out the laundry I should have swapped out an hour ago. And so we can pee, grab a drink,
Yeah.
do all those things. And then when we get back, we will pick up at landing on the where the ship lands and see what happens from there. But 5-minute break, everybody.
Okay,
All right.
And
Good
we're
night.
back. Really, Tom? We got to cut the whole feed. All right, we're starting over from the top. So you guys are in Bill's Tavern.
Oh, God.
Okay, so you guys have spent 5 days on this ship, and it is descending now.
Did we bang?
Did what?
Did we bang?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know, Cass. Did we bang?
Why is that important?
The whiskey
Who
was
cares?
implied. So there we go.
Nice. Because I want to know. That's why.
Finger fuck yourself to other memories later.
All right. So you guys, I'm gonna give you a map here.
Oh,
I'll
boy.
let you see where you landed.
I'm gonna look like a boomer for a couple minutes.
That's okay.
It's shit your game.
Let me remember how to do this. There we go.
How do we not have a technology where your like chin doesn't stretch when you're in that focus?
Dude, I know. You already know.
So as the ship breaks the clouds, you land outside of this, what looks to be an enormous tree that has been almost cut down to the roots. And there are 7. Yeah, 7. I'm trying to remember. And count. 7 stones that are almost enveloped by these same roots that are surrounding this tree. Tom, are you seeing this?
Yeah, I see 8.
Well,
I could be wrong.
There are 8. I'm sorry. I was right the first time. I second guessed myself. Thank you, Tom.
No problem.
I was trying to remember where all of these go, and I was like, I feel there's more, but
Oh, that's a pretty looking map. I like
Yeah,
that.
I was able, and thankfully I was able to pull it pretty quick, so that's nice.
Mine did not load for a while. That is beautiful.
Little squirrel.
is
little
that
squirrel
you?
hanging out.
Where?
Oh, it's just a little squirrel.
That's Blake then.
That's me doing it.
Lovely.
So yeah, so you land outside of this this giant tree stump and these 8 stones. And as you land,
Why does it elemental? Me.
because it just names you something. You can change the name on it, but it just gives you like random names.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. As soon as the ship lands, Nekroff is one of the first ones off, and he just starts walking over to this formation.
Guess that's where we gotta go.
That's it. Are we here?
He said a catacomb.
Is this a elf catacomb?
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see where it goes.
Can I go ahead and use my my ability, like my ranger awareness or sense, my sense ability?
Yeah.
What are you sensing?
You're going to use your primeval awareness.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to expend a spell slot.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll do a level 1 spell slot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lycos, you have your plus D4 to ability checks.
Oh, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, you can expend a spell slot to sense whether there are any aberrations, celestial dragons, elemental fae, fiends, or undead that are present within 1 mile, or within up to 6 if you are in your favored terrain, to which yours is Arctic and Mountain, which we are in neither.
Okay.
So there is one undead that you're aware of. That one's kind of obvious. You do sense within the mile range that you have, there are elemental, fae, and dragon.
Okay.
I would flag as elemental, right?
You would.
I'm assuming he would know that.
He would.
I thought we were done with it.
This isn't the first time he's used primeval awareness.
No. I think it's the third, not second or third. So he's just like clutching his acorns. Now I have to like not think, get my mind out of the gutter now, because now I can't stop thinking like, what did he get?
Grab my testicles.
Walking around like Limp Bizkit.
I am prepared.
That's how I use primeval awareness. To just got it like nut check and be like, oh no, it's dragons.
He just grabs some. Now turn your head and cough. Dragons!
Dragon.
Dragons. Balls.
Get up the dragon.
I just within earshot of the party, just be like, keep an eye out, guys, for dragons, fae, and this undead. And I point at Necroft.
He's walking towards the stump.
All right.
It's kind of weird, like watching him walk. He doesn't look like he should walk, but he walks. Maybe you think he'd float.
Still creepy.
Fucking weird.
I don't like him.
It's a good thought.
He's ugly as fuck. Who would like him? A face only a mother could love. I bet she threw him out.
I hope she did.
He probably doesn't have very many friends. I agree.
He did sort of cheer me up, but he's still creepy.
What do you mean he cheered you up? He give you a fucking handy?
Oh, what?
You'll learn when you're older.
Oh,
Okay.
No, Kimo, why don't you go and explain it now in front of the class?
Says who?
Says God.
Say who ain't here.
You want to make these jokes? You can explain them to the child.
He showed him greener pastures.
I did a coming of age ceremony on him. He's fine. He's old enough to know.
He
Yeah,
rode the
21.
wagon.
I rolled a 21 on my puberty check.
You get a D4 to that. All right. You guys just gonna sit on the boat?
No, we're
I'm-
gonna follow him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
hop off and follow.
Follow him.
He's just...
Okay.
Oh, there they go. All right, it's 1, 2, 3. All right, well, let's go.
That was a pretty smooth ride. There was just a little bit of turbulence for a brief moment, but overall, smooth ride.
Just let the captain know. He'll fix it on the way back.
I felt there were loads of waves of bumps during that ride.
Thanks, Valbard.
Yep. Come back alive. Probably won't.
What?
Thanks for your vote of confidence.
I'm sorry, but the last time y'all left and came back, I'm just saying.
That's fair.
Very fair.
Looking at a track record.
Hey,
I make
Hey,
haste and I'll speed up and try to catch up with Necroft.
Okay, you do. I mean, he's not sprinting. He's just walking at a leisurely pace. Like stopping and enjoying the roses.
I'm staying quite a ways back.
I'll go ahead and let Necroft know what I sense with primeval awareness.
Okay.
Did you know that you're undead?
Sir, I don't know if you know this, but there's undead amongst us.
Yeah.
And he's standing right where you're standing.
No.
No.
Well,
Just
we
let you know,
mustn't.
Necroft, there's some fae, and I'm sensing a dragon. I hope you can hold your own.
I think we will manage. But thank you, young likewise, for letting me know. Come. We must get to the ritual stone so we can
All
get
right.
this over with.
Hmm.
And he takes you. And as you guys pass through right here,
Okay.
the moment that you pass through, not that. See if it'll. Here we go. Through that line and
Oh.
enter into this circle.
What
Mm,
line?
I don't see anything.
Oh, I see it.
Oh
I
yeah,
see
yeah.
where you.
Oh,
There's okay, blue circle.
big circle.
As you guys enter, I just felt this was easier. As you enter into the circle of stones, you almost feel like you're passing by like a watery barrier, and when you go through it, now it is nothing but like a night sky full of stars. And it actually, Chemo, you would notice this better than they, but the stars and constellations look similar to more of like when you were, like a week ago for you. You being, a follower of Saloon, like looking up at the night sky, the stars are in a different position. It's been 1,000 years.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
he would know that they've changed
no.
literally over the course of his like 200-year lifespan.
Right, so let alone
So-
an extra 1,000 on top of it.
Yeah. How long we been gone, Rabbit? Likewise. Hey,
Yes.
how long we been gone?
Oh, long time.
You
Um,
have no
I'm
you'll
doing
know
the-
numbers.
I'm
You
doing
don't-
the math. Emo, I'm doing the math. Give me a second.
do not do
About
math.
couple thousand years. 100, 2,000, yeah.
Couple thousand. And we're in the circle right now?
Yes, when you guys pass through the circle, it is now like nighttime, and there are now stars.
What about outside the circle? It's daytime?
When you look outside the circle, it still looks like it's night out there.
Can I step outside the circle real quick?
It
Just
is
kinda
daylight. But you don't see anybody inside the circle.
Can I
Your
step
chair
inside?
lowered.
Yeah. Can I step inside the circle and just kind of like think to Saloon? Just kind of like, hey, you here?
You do not get a response.
He kind of like does a little light jog up to Necroth.
Okay.
Hey,
At this point, Necroth is over here. Oh, no, not that. Grabby hands. He has moved to actually this stone. That's the one I want to remember.
hey, Dickface.
Hmm?
Hey,
How come you're not a circle?
Where's the rest of you?
Yeah.
because I'm not supposed to be around. Hey.
Good one.
But it's
Because
Aw. Hey,
you're a
bud.
real square. Nice.
Mm,
Hey,
Yes,
what
Kimo.
what is? Hold on, before you go touching shit. What is this? Why can I not talk to Saloon? The nighttime. I mean, does quotations. What is this?
This is a place where time has stopped. Where time almost has a convergence.
The fuck's that mean?
This was so much easier when you were younger.
Fuck you.
So these stones, and as he like points to these different stones, each of these is a portal to another place. But to keep them working, ancient beings basically trapped the magic here that's required for them. But to do so, they had to stop the time in this place. So, since time and matter do not change here, the gods have no spot in this space. Think of it like the astral plane. The gods do not have power while flying through it until you get to your destination.
So what about this destination he wants to go into? The guy's gonna be able to reach us there?
Once we arrive there, yes, you will be able to speak to your god once again.
Alright. Alright, you know what? Fine. Do what you gotta do. Do I gotta be in here when you do it?
No, I can do this on my own.
Alright, later. And steps up. And he's going to immediately like, Saloon, this is fucked.
All right, so let's go ahead and toss some people in here. Where's everybody at?
I guess since Chemo was communicating with Likewise, I'll be where Chemo was, I presume, or close to Chemo.
Undo. How do I undo?
Control Z.
I don't think that it doesn't do that here. There we
I
go.
think it might be the back arrow.
Control Z, in fact, does move you back.
Does it?
Yeah.
Hey, thank God for simple controls.
Ew.
Good old macros. All right, grabby hands. There we go. All right, and then likewise, you went outside the ring to hang out with Chemo.
Yeah, I'll be near Chemo.
Okay.
I'll be studying this other one over here, just looking it over.
Okay. That one, which is this one right here. Change the there we go. This one has the symbol of a large dragon on it.
Oh,
It only has one head. Just gonna go ahead and save you there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's embedded in gold.
Oh shoot. Would it have looked similar to like the dragon from the church we visited in Kellendes?
It does look similar, but it is not the same. Like
Not
there
the
are
same.
similar
Okay.
like images of it, but it is not like the same image.
Okay.
Kellendes is not this old.
Is it worth doing a history check on then?
You can make an attempt.
Okay.
Natural 20, 29.
Dang.
For brevity's sake, 16.
Another nat 20.
These dice have treated me well today.
You know that there have been cults to dragons pretty much since the dawn of civilization, when the dragons were like bequeathed to watch over the earth, or the plane, the mid plane that you're at, the material plane. Of the dragons that were meant to watch over it, the gold dragon was revered as the most powerful. And next to under pretty much Bahamut in that case. That's really about what you got. Cults to dragons have faded from history since, churches became a thing.
Do I know if the gold one was like evil?
Oh, no, the opposite. He was good.
Okay, good. I'm going to offer Cass my one of my experimental elixirs, which when you choose to roll or when you choose to drink it, I will roll to see what it is. Hopefully it'll be of some benefit to you.
Dope. Hell yeah. For brevity's sake, I don't know if the time's allowed. I'd just to walk around and like take in each one. But
Okay.
if we don't have the time, that's fine. I won't.
So this one has a dragon on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
This one over here has an enormous tree. This one has a rock, like a giant mountainscape. This one has 3 circles on it, almost intertwining, like kind of like those little charts.
Okay.
Venn diagram.
Yeah, exactly. This one is blank. This one has a picture of a well.
Mm-hmm.
This one up here has just an enormous, almost looks like a bunch of swirling lines that kind of look like the picture of like a vast ocean. And then the one that Nekroth is currently at has 3 skulls on it side by side. And he is subtly weaving magic from his hands.
Mm.
So are you gonna tell us where we're going? That's what I'll.
He does not respond. He is concentrating.
I'm just being an ass.
I am putting my hand on the tree in the center and trying to glean any facts I might be able to tell about the tree.
Roll me nature.
Okay. And I can add a +4 to that, is that, or a D4? Is that correct?
For all checks today.
Okay.
Today only.
Are those just ability checks?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
ability checks. So that's a 8 total.
It's a tree.
It is a very old tree. You're not really sure how old. But even with it being cut down, you do sense that there is powerful magic in the tree itself. But you really can't really get a lot from it.
Okay.
I'll look over at Chemo. This doesn't look right, does it?
Kibo's grasping his amulet, trying to communicate with Saloon in any way, shape, or form. Like this ain't fucking natural.
In that same respect, I'll try to see if I can reach Sylvanas. Be like, Sylvanas, what's going on?
Uh, 10 and 11. Tom, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Chemo,
No.
you do get a feeling of like a response, but it is not like in words. It's more of just like a feeling of like, yeah, she hears you.
I'm gonna announce, all right, Saloon, I'm going in here. You see me, you know where I'm at, and if you don't know where I'm at, this is where it stops. And I'm going to speech of beast and leaf with the just kind of like the grass, just as I'm entering the portal. Just kind of move my hand in and out. Do I catch anything? Like he can communicate with, though not understand beast and plants, and have advantage on charisma checks.
You. So inside the circle,
Mhm.
you feel like almost like each blade of grass and then even the tree trunk itself, instead of them all speaking almost kind of like in their own way, it sounds like they are all speaking with the same voice.
Which isn't normal.
No, that is not normal.
As soon as he hears like the monotone voice versus what he's figured he would hear, he's gonna like pull his hand back very quickly. All right. Rabbit, maybe we should get inside.
Okay.
I don't feel like getting left behind again.
Not today.
He's gonna walk in and see.
Lunch.
He's gonna see Lycos touching the tree. Hey, what's it say?
Well, I'm not seeing any writing or anything. It's just really, it's really old. I'm not really sure what happened to it. There's some kind of a magical energy in this tree, though it's weird. I don't quite know how to place it.
Oh yeah, he touches it. Then do you get a read on anything? The speech
It's
of beast and leaf thing.
it's the same thing. Like it is that
Yeah.
same one voice, but it's definitely louder here
With the tree.
with the tree, as if the voices are all coming from the tree.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right.
Am I able to see everybody, Blake? Just within
Yeah.
where I'm at?
You're
Okay.
now inside the circle, so you do see everybody.
Okay.
Cast, remember you get +2 to your AC and 30.
Yeah. I got you. I'm gonna just be staring at this blank one and just I don't.
Yeah, Francesca's in like full tourist mode with Cass, but just looking around and trying to think about and recognize anything, really.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, the ritual takes 10 minutes, as most rituals do. As it continues on, and as Nekroff is weaving this spell, it is feel like there's shadow, like the shadows from around him are waving and moving into his fingers and then slowly creating a door on this stone. And after 10 minutes, you now see that on this stone where the 3 skulls were, and by the way, they're stacked vertically. There is now a shadowy doorway.
Why is it the stone with the skulls?
Because
spiders.
because small rabbit, this is where we have to go.
Ah.
That looks scary.
I can say with assurance it's not the worst one of these.
which one's the worst one?
The well.
See, I thought the well would have been the nice one. It's water.
I guess I shall go first, just so that no one thinks I'm trying anything funny.
I still don't trust you.
That's
Yeah.
a wise decision
Yeah.
to make.
All
And
right.
Nekroff goes through the portal.
Lycos is going to be behind him and kind of look back to everyone like, well, are we ready?
Yeah, I'll go behind Lycos.
And I'll follow Nekroff in.
Ready, chemo?
You coming, lovebirds?
I was addressing you, sir. I was saying, are you ready?
It's a portal over here.
Yeah.
My bad. I don't know. The shit's don't. It don't feel right, but I don't think we got much of a choice.
No, I don't think we do.
No, I need for
Oh,
Malik soul, so
well, you better be
You-
fucking worth it. He steps in.
I'm going on an adventure.
Yeah.
All in the hips.
All right. I'll just say
Okay.
Malik and boop.
And as you all go through the portal, you pop out. Can you see the map change?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Excellent.
Oh, I hate that. I mean, it's beautiful, but I hate
This
it.
looks like Ravenloft.
No,
See.
get back in there.
I say he's back. No take backsies.
But what?
Oh, it's very dark.
Mike's playing 2 characters now.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move my character. Sorry.
You can move your character.
Whee!
I'm just going to be staying behind Necroth.
Okay. Well, now that I get everybody here, we are going to come out this gate.
Dang, my phone is like burning.
I will do that with the screen on the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just start seeing smoke.
All right. So yeah, so as you guys pass through, you are now in this dark cemetery-like place. There's a dead tree. You see what looks to be like an abandoned house. Stone statues scattered everywhere. The air itself smells damp, as if the air hasn't circulated in years. It's got like a
Mhm.
must on the air and a little bit of that smell of like graveyard dirt. It is completely night out, and there are no stars in the sky but one giant moon, which is still there.
Is this your home, Necro?
No, likewise. This is far from my home. This is the Shadowfell, a demi-plane between my world, or our world, and that of the darkness.
Do I sense Saloon at all?
You do feel her presence, but her power is weaker.
Okay.
Because this is not her plane. Like, she's one of the few deities that her plane is the material plane.
Got
Sorry, give me 1 second. I thought I'd saved this and I did not. No, the Croft is kind of looking around. He's like, we are looking for a catacomb of sorts.
Is there any noise or any sound?
There is wind on the air, but there is no sound of like anything else.
Pretty quiet area. This shadow area is.
Yeah, too quiet.
And we must hope it stays that way.
Let's hurry up and get what we're here for. I'm getting the creeps.
What catacomb you looking for?
Got it.
Like, what markings it bears?
One second. Sorry, I'm trying to keep everything up for where we're at. Would it surprise anybody if I said that we got further than I expected for almost 1 a.m.?
We got further than you expected?
I thought we would take it longer on the boat.
I thought that we were holding you back, actually, so. I mean, if you don't have anything else prepared, like, we can stop.
No, I have it prepared. I just haven't saved it.
I could do another toast.
Estes, you wanna go again?
This toast for all in the Shadowfell.
Likos is sweating buckets, doing more like push-ups.
Yeah. I just do these when I get scared.
I can do this all day.
They're nervous push-ups.
Dun,
There we go.
dun, dun.
Oh. Shit. It closed out the thing that I need. Okay. We're here. Where did everybody's tokens go?
I think they're all standing on top of me.
God damn it.
Did somebody do that?
How'd you get upside down?
Likos asked us to stand on him
Just,
to make us
just
look
click
like
on
we're
it.
Stand on my
Click
back. So
click
I
on
can-
your
Oh.
icon, and then you can.
Yeah.
All right.
my push-ups will be harder.
Go over here, crush me.
We are looking for the burial catacombs of Elminster, who was a sage of the Shadowfell. And
All
who
right.
held a particular rod that you will need to complete your spell.
Well,
What is it? Would we know what it is when we see it?
I assure you, we all will.
Like that, but okay.
well,
And as where's my yep. So Necroft starts moving.
right behind him.
Likos, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Don't like that.
Is this something I can see coming or no?
You roll perception first if you want to find out if you can see it coming.
Okay, sure. So that is a 17.
So yes, you can say you see it coming as the tree that you are passing. One of the roots comes up out of the dirt and tries to grab your ankle.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Wow, I rolled 2 5s. That's a 7.
Damn.
It
Oof.
grabs you
Wow, what the?
and starts dragging you like backwards.
Likos.
I'm gonna take my sharp fingernails and start like trying to cut at it.
Okay.
Hey, help!
I'm on my way.
I'm waiting to see if we're allowed to.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all are allowed to act.
Okay, yeah, Sacred Flame.
And I will shoot at it.
Arrow.
That
Okay.
tree better be dexterous.
I'll throw a firebolt on it.
Well, it rolled a 20, but it has a -5 to dexterity, so it's got a 15.
Bitch.
Hmm?
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's a-
move. It's a tree.
I know.
Yeah.
it fails. So here comes
Okay.
2d8. That's a 7.
Okay, I'm assuming all of you are attacking the tree limb.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, you can all roll to hit.
14.
14 hits. Cassius apparently is rolling with advantage. Or rolling 2d20s. No, he just has plus 13. Okay.
Wow.
Trying to figure out what was going on there.
Damn.
Hmm.
Mine is 6 damage plus 5 from my alchemical savant. So 11 damage. Fire.
Okay. Likewise, you wanted to shoot at it.
Yes, sir.
Let me roll that for you, buddy.
No sharpshooter or anything.
19
Just a regular.
19 plus 11. That's a 30 to hit. You do.
Good gosh.
And you got some slow motion dice. It'll stop at some point. I think.
My god, are they still going?
There he goes. 7 damage.
Okay.
So 7, 20, 31, 38. So yeah, you guys just blast this root.
Ah! Oh,
Okay.
It lets go of Lycos.
oh, thank you.
I'll go
You
over
should-
and help him up.
Okay.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
To watch out for trees here.
Be careful.
That tree didn't like you.
I've got my eyes on you, tree.
Be very careful here. We are not from here, nor are we all welcome.
Yeah, noted.
Yeah, let's just get what we need and get out, I guess.
And as Necroft steps a little bit further up, he stops. And come on, you done. He holds up a hand behind him to stop anyone from advancing forward and says, "We seem to have visitors."
Oh, great.
I'll start looking around.
And from the sky drop
Some healing potions?
Mhm.
Can I reverse image search what these are? Let's see, what is this?
Some new
I
weapon.
would be more than happy to put a bigger picture over here for you.
Okay.
Looks like my ex-girlfriend.
Nice. Whoops, sorry.
Cynthia, you already took the kids. What more do you want?
You undead bitch.
Alimony.
Ew.
Oh.
It's a reaper.
Well,
Oh.
Well,
And so we will do combat next week
All
okay.
right.
because
Mhm.
otherwise we're going to be up till 3 or 4 o'clock my time.
I was just wondering
And
about
what's
that.
wrong with that? I got an 18 on initiative.
Good. You'll have that 18 next week
Okay.
when I make you
Yeah.
roll again.
Wait, what?
Okay, Dad.
Okay, Dave.
I'm not going to remember.
That's a 21 on initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll let rolls roll you initiative.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I kept recording.